about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Staley. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First down for the offense. On the run, it's Lewis. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Looking to pass, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off. Really quickly, they need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
This offense has a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes a connection. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
That's reeled in. It's Caldwell. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He'll just keep slinging it. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Caught near the sticks. It's Staley. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Takes a shot as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. After the incompletion on second down, it's third and inches. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Volunteers are flying down the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Running for it on fourth down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Volunteers! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Tennessee, 14, South Carolina, 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that.
He's loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Ball's at the 15 on second down, and they need 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job with those.
And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Coming after it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Scrambling away. Unleashes one. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive lineman. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. Is a problem when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Easy. Lion.
He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Here's the handoff. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He tries to take the top off. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is.
Going deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
They're trying to get to it. Snags it down the right side. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that, there are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Now improvising. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete, the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the ground with the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The give to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Tennessee 27, South Carolina 0.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Going to the run to start this second half. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback will audible. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to get to it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. The Vols decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And the defense